How's it going, everybody? I'm going to be reliving my Global Hero Shadow King boss experience with you guys with the characters I took in, but we're also going to go ahead and visit this Old Man Logan node as well. So the characters that I took in 3 Liberty members, the 3 new ones, with Emma Frost, X-Men, and Jean Grey. These 3 characters in the middle are all 3 diamond. Falcon and Patriot are both 6 stars. I can promote Falcon right now, but I wanted to do this video beforehand. This fight sucked. Okay, it's not as bad as Dirk Dimension, because it did just take me about 20 minutes to figure out the ISO, which I already forget, because I'll never have to do this again, so it doesn't matter very much. But getting it so that Old Man Logan dies before he gets all his buffs up is key to this, which means I forget exactly how this works. I think I just full sent it over to him. I think we did like this, and I needed him to get the Raider crit on Old Man Logan. Okay, and then he does that. And I needed him to stun one of my Liberty members. I don't like this. Yeah, I remember not liking that very much. So the problem is, we kill the Old Man Logan, and then he drops his taunt, and then I can't, like, get back at him. I remember that was one of the big problems. So there, he dies to that ping, which is great, but then I'm stuck here, right? So I forget what I ended up doing. I know I ended up having to circle all the way back to Logan and kill him before he does his ultimate, because if he does his ultimate, it's just like death. And I also remember Jean Grey was nearly dead, and I needed her to not get targeted by, like, the Old Man Logan extra attacks, otherwise it was just devastating. Yeah, I think I remember them nearly dying, but then just pulling it out last second. She's dead, so nothing we can do here. It was horrible. It took me a while. I did record the initial footage, but I don't know if you want to hear me just, like, pop in a blood vessel for 20 minutes straight while I try and figure this out, getting super frustrated. It was a terrible experience. I don't know why. So Captain Sam makes this infinitely better because he gets so much speed bar that you can lap them. OG Falcon was also way, way, way higher recommended here. So what I would do if I had OG Falcon is I would not hit as many people as possible. I would just go on the Logan. And the reason I would just go on the Logan is to leave the other people alive so that when Falcon does his special, he's giving just like 70-80% speed bar so that you would get to take your second turns before the other like mercs here would take their first turn. So you would be able to tunnel down the Old Man Logan infinitely faster. I think that's the right move. Jean Grey was not fun to bring in. I only brought her because I had mutants. I'm happy I brought her. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy I brought her because I had the extra mutants. But boy, not a fun experience. Not a super fun experience, but I did eventually get through it. Here I ended up trying to kill as many people as possible, so I'll just go ahead and do that again. She is a striker. All right. Actually, no, crap. No, crap. I think I was supposed to get him killed here, and I think I was supposed to get him killed there. Oh, I messed up. I messed up so big because this would have hit him, and he would have already lost that revive. Yeah, I screwed up. Okay, I screwed up. Try and take the Dawkins out so that he doesn't get a turn. He's gone. That's good. Did I try basicing with Joaquin? I can try if you want. More likely what you'd like to do is try and get a slow on the Old Man Logan with Peggy Carter. But every time I try to do that, he would just die. And because he would just die, he would drop it. Or he wouldn't have trauma, which is even worse. So I need to get him killed again here before these two take a turn. I believe this is what happened last time, but I can't be certain. No, he's already lapping, and she's already going. Yeah. I can't for the life of me remember it. Exactly what happened. It was just like reset until shit didn't go sideways. It's a really stupid fight. Yeah, we'll do it one more time for the rest of this video. This literally could be like a 30-minute thing, hunting for that, basically hunting for the opponent to not attack Jean and Emma too much because they don't have the safeguard that Falcon gives out. I could try what Gamer Doctor suggested. If I use the basic with Falcon, it'll give my guys speed up, and then I can get like a side glance slow on the Old Man Logan. Let's give it a shot. Sure, we'll give it a shot. Falcon gives speed up. He doesn't give slow on basic, right? He just gives speed up. So, I mean, I would do it here. So that gives me speed up. They can now get speed bar. This will do a slow. It also does trauma in this mode. So he's not going to gain speed bar, which is nice. He does gain the death free, and he still ends up going. I don't get that. How did he get speed bar? If isn't Patriot faster than 120? Patriot's at 121. I do not know how Old Man Logan ended up going before Patriot, but no, there's no good solution with this comp here. It's like if you have Falcon, you're in a much better spot. If you can't kill that Old Man Logan before he gets a turn, look what ended up happening with everything getting flipped there. Just absolutely awful. All right, we're hearing another solution from Deuce Kicker. I hit away from Old Man Logan until Emma's turn and then did her special on him. The mind control hits killed him before he did his special. All right, maybe we found the solution. Let's get in there. Let's try that. Let's get in there and try that. So Peggy doesn't stop speed bar unless it's the full team. I thought it was going to be like the city section where where the characters get all of their abilities regardless of the tags. So this one is simply war rules. Gotcha. All right, so let's hit away from the Old Man Logan until it is Emma's turn then, which means I'm just going to basic here. I guess we'll just do it here. Okay. And then you're saying this got him killed. Dawkin went in. Dawkin didn't land a single bleed. Okay, so that's why people with Captain Sam are having such an easy time, because Peggy Carter would stop his speed bar if she had the 3 members. That makes a lot of sense. This is a horrible experience, but you will get through it doing what I was doing originally, because that's what I ended up doing. I am interested in this mind control thing though. If my Emma gets a crit on her special and she calls in somebody that actually lands the bleeds, it could be a different story. Could be. Yeah, I would 100% have taken OG Falcon instead of Jean Grey here. I mean, the problem is I prefer Crucible characters over work characters, so that's why I ended up doing Jean and saving my tech gear. But OG Falcon, with all the buffs they get, would have been just amazing here. All right, so let's do one of these. Takes out the cable. I wonder if the cable's the hardest hitting character, and if we should just leave him in the hopes that he kills the Old Man Logan. Let's find out. Here we go. Takes the buffs off. Lands a couple bleeds. Dawkin comes in. Dawkin does not land bleeds, but he dies. Oh my god. There you go. There you go. And so this is going to be infinitely easier now. All right, we workshopped this in record time. Good job, chat. I was going to tell everybody that this sucked. But if that works, and I mean, it still sucks for the final node, but it's good that this trivializes this. I kind of wish I did it on stream now for people to teach me, which I guess is why we make this video. Okay. Old Man Logan dying should make this kind of a cinch. So Emma would be required then in this case. She's still not looking great here. She's really not looking great here. Look at all those bleeds. All right, we're good. This won't cleanse anybody though. But this is a much better off jump point for sure. All right. Good. We got the striker. Oh, this is so much easier. Good job, chat. You just did an invaluable service to anybody that also wants to cheap out. Only been Crucible characters. The mutant tag is a little bit underwhelming for the Professor X saga, ironically. There you go. Much better thinking. Smirt, super smirt. All right, avoid Old Man Logan. Hit him with the mind control. Get a crit, get some bleeds. Get the Dawkin to finish him off, and away you go. But that doesn't help you with the boss node. The boss node feels like just the worst kind of RNG. So what it is Shadow King clones all your characters, but he puts them into random positions. And then the speed at which they take their attacks is also random. So what I ended up having to reset till is that all 5 clones were around Shadow King, so it was a clump of 6. So all my adjacent attacks would hit all of them. And then I forget who I needed to not go first. I think I needed, if I lose my buffs before I get a turn, I think I get killed. See, this is horrible positioning. Like, when I was trying to go for the clear, I would just reset at this point. This turn order doesn't seem nearly as bad. I'll say that much. I think it's if that happens, and then you get too much damage. Yeah, so look at that. Look at what that mind control does. Not good. Falcon, if Falcon hits her, it's over. No, actually, Falcon doesn't matter. Peggy would have finished her off anyway. So that's the joy. That's the joy. Yeah. All the clones have 100% speed stat. Okay, so there you go. Kevin just evaluated the absolute... I'm gonna take it easy. I was gonna use the word idiocy, and now that you know I was gonna use that word, you know how I think about it. But I won't use that word, actually. Instead, I'll just say that was the oversight. So you can't plan for the turn order here. You can't plan for the turn order here, which is just not fun. It's not fun. Look, if in a strategy turn-based game, I can't go in knowing how things are going to play out gameplay-wise, it takes all the strategy out of it, right? So where are they going to fall in the clones? Here we go. The clones made a perfect 6 stack. So now I just need to get the good turn order from all the clones that apparently have the exact same speed stat. And if I get that opportunity, then I'll be able to give it. Again, this one took me about... I think this only took me 15 minutes. It's not the end of the world, because it's a saga. It's not a Dark Dimension. I don't only get 1 attempt per day or anything silly like that, but it just didn't feel great either. Just don't die. All right, so now we actually should be good. This is funny, because it's going to be maybe the second attempt clear here. Let's get the defense down. I also had to kill... I think I needed to kill Emma, was the most important person to kill, because of the mind control, because we're going to get slow on all of them. I'm pretty sure I had to get the Emma killed. All right, and then he's going to go, so let's try and get slow over here. I think I remember doing this as well. Not loving the amount of damage that we're doing right now. There's the ultimate from Patriot. That cleanse is not something we love. Oh, this is not good. Emma also has a really, really, really annoying ultimate that is percentage damage and just absolutely rips you apart, right? Which is why I'm trying to get to her. The Shadow King clone hit also hits pretty hard. And apparently hits twice, so not great there. Let's do the ability block here. Because, yeah, the Emma Frost ultimate just sucks. And we didn't get the kill there. Okay, this says 10% damage. I think we still might be okay. We'll get the 10% damage on everybody. That will kill the Emma. Right? And it kills the Jean, which is good. It did not kill the Emma. You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, well, that sucked. Okay, still though, she's got to slow. You got speed up, speed up. Or we're stuck on the taunt anyway. Ouch. Thank God for everything that's happening over there, though. Here we go. Good heal. Good heal. Great heal. This ult hits everybody, right? It sure does. Let's go over here. She's got the barrier. We'll make sure Emma goes down to this. Should have targeted Peggy. That's okay. We'll just do the basic here. Striker attack seals the deal. Good heal. And actually, we're going to get an attempt number 2. So, I mean, I was going to say, like, this works. It's an option. It sucked for me when I did it, but it went great on stream. I guess you call that streamer luck, but definitely an option if you want to bring another mutant and cheap out on skill gear, or if you just prefer Crucible characters over work characters. I don't know about not bringing the 3 Liberty members, though. I just don't know if that's really an option. Now, there's been rooms which we can play around with, at least this season and the last season, where Liberty made somewhat sense. They still kind of do. I know a lot of people are actually using Liberty on offense for stage number 1 right now, because they hit back really hard, and if you have them at the overpowered level, they're not instantly dying, and then they're hitting back really, really hard. So that is not a terrible option, but those are the 5 characters I used. I'll never do that mode again, because I'm still traumatized by the first experience. But now I get to do this, because I don't have to leave him gimped to make the video. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Big shout out to chat for that Emma special, the Old Man Logan. That makes that team that we just brought in at least 2 times better. At least 2 times better. All right, guys, take care. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.